Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that can't speak up quite yet, but they are watching from the sidelines and waiting for that moment where they can finally say what they have to say. This, by the way, is unusual to have somebody with binoculars displayed on the Three of Wands. It's usually someone who's just like holding on to one of those three wands, waiting by a shore for some ships to come in. This person's full on like, I can see you. The other thing is, so when I pulled the first two cards, quite often, like you guys don't see this, right? Because it's trying to figure out what the title's going to be. So I do it before I'm actually recording. But quite often I will like ask my spirit guides, like, what's going on today? Like that kind of vibe. And today, for whatever reason, maybe just like not enough Dr. Pepper, as this card was coming out and I was starting to figure out what the reading was going to be about, I was like raspy voice, like I could not actually get the words out. So I feel like somebody feels like they cannot speak right now, either due to a block, due to being sick, due to feeling like legally they can't speak up. It's just not the right time yet. But this Three of Wands makes it very clear that they are watching and waiting. And as soon as they have that chance, they're going to be like, okay, let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Or a lot. I really just like slammed it in there, didn't I? I hope you're having a wonderful day. What is it, Wednesday? Happy hump day. All right. We're talking about communication. I'm going to go with signs of the times. The other thing that I think might have something to do with our reading today is this morning I have probably like 5 different instances of one of my little like special gifts, which is I can drop something and catch it before it gets to the ground. So like I'm clumsy enough to drop things or like butterfinger them. I shouldn't have said that. But then I can somehow like turn around dexterity wise and like actually catch something. I did that like 3 times while doing my makeup, including like when I was doing my eyeshadow, dropped like the palette and caught it. So it feels to me like there's somebody here who has fumbled this, or somebody who has like kind of sort of ruined something, but they're finding a way to like figure it out or catch this before it falls. Hello there, Paul. Hello, Tracy. Good morning. How we doing? So we have number 36, Power Lines, which talks about energy. And we have number 31, Globe, which talks about possibility. I think we have somebody feeling a lot of unusual energy or like motivation. I'm feeling like antsy. I don't know if you could hear my boots. That was me going. This person's very excited about what could happen, but they don't know how it's gonna like actually shake out. Hello there, Peggy. Hello, Tiana. It's an amusing gift. It's not to say that I don't still sometimes drop things. Sometimes I completely lose it, but it's actually like absolutely a source of comedy for me when that shit happens. All right, this is the Fairy Lenormand. What else do we have, please? Number 20, which is the Garden. This talks about a community. Community of snakes. Number 7, the snake. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Is it perhaps a continuation of the same story? I think we've got somebody realizing they need to move away from a group of people because they can't trust them. Now, we do need to consider this is a snake being charmed by a fairy. To be honest, I'm a little bit torn. I feel like for part of you, there is somebody that has been dealing with a large community or, a long-term community. There's something here that feels gelled, right? Like this has been a thing for a while. Where you don't really have a lot of trust. You don't have a lot of genuine, authentic people. You have people that are out for themselves, looking, to see what they can do to scrape by or take from others or be the best, whatever it is. There's not a lot of true camaraderie here. So we could have somebody who's leaving a community of snakes, right? But for others of you, it kind of makes me feel like we have a person who feels at home in that kind of community being influenced or taught differently by this fairy. So take it how it resonates. I mean, it could be that all of you feel that that's how this individual is, but I think somebody's unlearning something or learning that there's a different type of community out there, that they could be, surrounded by people that they do trust. All right, I can't resist any longer. I have to go back to the Poe Tarot. For those of you that have already seen me use this deck, which is my newest one, I do not read these cards in the reverse. I don't know, because I said so. Hello there, Natalie. How are you doing? It is kind of a soap opera, isn't it? Wait. Hold on. I have something for this. Like Sons of the Hourglass. Just kidding. I don't think I actually know how that thing goes. That might have been actually the right beginning, but I do think that's pretty cool. That was one of the first things that I got for my tarot table. I believe it's an hour if it actually has all of the sand go through it, but it's pretty. I like it. All right. Anyways, we got the Queen of Candles, y'all. That is the Queen of Wands. Oh, lady dear, hast thou no fear? Why, and what art thou dreaming here? Sure thou art come o'er far off seas, a wonder to these garden trees. Weird, because we had the garden. We also have somebody who is coming over far off seas, and we have the globe. Somebody is different from the rest. Probably somebody is not from around here, not from around these parts, are you? This Queen of Wands energy doesn't have to be a female. Let's keep that straight first and foremost. This can be any gender, right? This is energy that I'm reading. But this is somebody who has a unique, like, juxtaposition of energies. Something different from what this person has previously, been surrounded by or is used to. So there's something bold about this Queen of Wands. They do what they want to do. They don't feel held back by some of the same rules or expectations that this watcher does. Now I'm hearing, I'm a girl watcher. I'm a girl watcher. I don't know who sang that. I'm pretty sure it's from like 50s or 60s. I don't really know. Seven of Quills. This would be the Seven of Swords. not my favorite, but also very closely aligned with the snake card, because we're talking about somebody that might be hiding something or playing tricks or games. You can see he's got, I think that's an eyeball. He's got an eyeball in his palm. I'm telling you, he's trying. I'm not using he like specifically for gender, but we're talking about the dude here that's in the picture. This person who's watching, they're watching in an unusual way, right? Because he's turned away from her, like, oh yeah, no, nothing to see over here, looking from his hand. So we could have somebody using a fake account. We could have somebody that is using their friend's account. We could have somebody that has found a unanimous or anonymous way to, I don't know, check you out. Like, I'm not getting bad, like, stalker vibes, okay? So I don't want people to be, like, freaking out. But this person is finding a way to keep tabs on somebody. If it gets creepy, I'll let you know. Oh my God, I don't even think I read the little thing on this. Okay. It's really long. Misery is manifold. Somebody is watching because they need to know. They're feeling like they're left out. So we have a number 8, strength. Oh, what a great freaking picture. A feeling for which I have no name has taken possession of my soul. Hello, Gabriella. Welcome. This deck is so amazing. Look at that. It's a person hiding behind a picture or painting of a cat. And then there's an actual cat. I don't know. Where's the tail coming from? Maybe that's how you hang the picture. He looks so ferocious. So this person hides behind something in order to come across as more successful, strong. So this could be, for some of you, this person is really focused on going to the gym and maybe using like enhancements to try to really present this image of strength. For others of you, this person is hiding behind material things or their own like perceived like success, hiding behind a name. So maybe they're the richest family in town. Whatever it is, this person has that strength. They just attribute it incorrectly. So they think that it's because of something else that's kind of trivial when they actually have their own strength. But they're starting to see this because they're needing to be a little bit bold themselves, or a little bit, let's say they need to persevere, right? And remember, I said with this Queen of Wands, hast thou no fear? This queen does not have the fear that this person who's watching does. So number 1, the Magician. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Pretty sure the word's nevermore. So this person has gained strength in solitude. They may have been inspired by some random advice they got. Maybe they heard something while they were watching The Simpsons. Maybe they heard something when they were listening to what's that ridiculous dude's name? Theo. Whatever it is, there's something off the wall, random, not necessarily intended for this situation that makes this person go, oh, of course. This feels like finally realizing what you feel after maybe denying it for a while. So this magician energy is about confidence. It's about collecting yourself, realizing that you have what it takes to turn a nevermore into a possibility. That's the word right there, just in case you were wondering. Hello, Pickled Pisces. I hope you're doing amazing as well. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Page of Pause. This is the Page of Pentacles. So this dude, he's standing on top of a book and it says The Black Cat. If you've never read Edgar Allan Poe, maybe it's not your thing, right? But The Black Cat, chef's kiss. Good shit. Upon my touching him, he immediately arose, purred loudly, rubbed against my hand, and appeared delighted with my notice. This, then, was the very creature of which I was in search. And there's a cute little mouse down here. Oh. So, the very creature of which I was in search. This Queen of Wands is a blessing to this magician. There's something that this Queen of Wands inspires or gifts or assists this magician with that's very important in terms of their path or in terms of their self-understanding. We're going to go with the Pulp Tarot. Oh, wow. 10 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. So the 10 of Cups is a beautiful card. And this is kind of an unusual way to depict the card because we have like a team, right? But what I really notice about this card is the genuine excitement and like wanting to see somebody succeed. I think there's something unusual for this magician energy in that they are not used to somebody who roots for them or supports them in a genuine way, right? Like there are people who will root for you because they're expected to. There are people who will say they support you, but you know they don't really care. This Queen of Wands really cares and really demonstrated for this magician that there was authentic love or authentic like compassion here. And it expedited their connection, this willingness to be supportive or to consider this magician's feelings or dreams in a way that nobody else had. It's like somebody actually saw them. Have you ever had somebody that you've maybe only talked to once or briefly met at a party remember something very particular about you, and it kind of like it makes you feel seen, like, well, yeah, I do have green eyes. I didn't expect you to remember that having only talked to me once. Or yeah, I did study in Mexico. How did you remember that? Like there's something really considerate that this Queen of Candles did to make this magician feel seen or understood in a way that they hadn't. Because remember, this person hides behind something, right? So they're probably used to getting complimented on superficial things or public things. But who they really are, that's not something they often hear about. And I feel like this Queen of Wands did that. With the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, this magician energy is trying to be secretive or hide how much they look for this person, their energy, how much they want to hear their voice, how much they dream about this person. There's a little bit of loneliness here, but it's specifically remedied by this Queen of Wands. But being separated or being in solitude was really important for this person to see something about themselves they had previously not wanted to see. I'm talking about the magician. Seven of Swords again. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Cups. For some of you, this person, this magician, was headed for a not great path. So there could be people that they were raised by or that they spend a lot of their time with that are in and out of jail or, known for fraud or getting in trouble, right? There's something that it's like, I don't really want to be this, but it's like right there. This is what I'm supposed to be, I guess. For those of you that have ever seen Jesse Stone, I referenced it briefly last week. Jesse Stone, I think, is like maybe 9 or 10 episodes or shows or movies, however you want to say it, about a small town cop named Jesse Stone. And he has a coworker or a partner that was raised in like a fishing community, right? I can't remember. I want to say it's called Paradise, but it's Massachusetts. So just the idea that like, well, I was raised to do this, so I might as well. But you can kind of see from this person's face, there's like a hesitance, right? Or hesitation, like, I don't know if this is really what I want to do. So it feels like somebody was going along with a group of people, mostly just because they didn't really have other people. But it wasn't really feeling like their authentic self. And the universe drops this person into the magician's life to say, hey, guess what? You don't actually have to smell like fish the rest of your life. The coworker's name was Suitcase Luther in Jesse Stone. But this was a blessing of love meant to show this magician that there are other ways, other lives, other communities, other options. So there is a call to action for this magician. Do you want to live a more authentic life? Do you want to actually step away from what you've been experiencing? All right. So what I heard after that last thing I said was, or are you like a pig in shit? It's for someone out there. Ten of Wands, Temperance in the reverse, and the Ten of Swords. This is a lot of tens. Right in this corner here, we have Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups. Somebody is learning lessons. Somebody is seeing a pivot as a possibility because they understand the finality of something. Once you see something, you can't unsee it. And I know that's like probably overused, but this person just doesn't feel like they belong where they've been. We've got Temperance in the reverse. Temperance, by the way, this is my favorite card in the whole deck. Part man, part woman, all angel. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. But it's in the reverse, y'all. So this is like not a good mix, not feeling stabilized or balanced. And then to have the Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands on either side of this just kind of suggests, you know, this is burdensome. This is difficult. I think this needs to come to a close. This is the end of the chapter. It's like when you're renting a boat for the day and like halfway through, you're like, man, this is great. I wish I could have this for like 10 hours. And then you get closer to like the 6-hour mark where you're supposed to take the boat back. You're looking around, everyone's like drunk and like hungry and sunburnt. And you're like, yeah, no, actually, this is the right time to call it. We're good. This person's good, but they don't really want to keep going down the same path. Star in the reverse, the Tower, and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Well. There's a darkness, sadness, loneliness that this person has started to associate with the group of people that maybe previously had brought them some sense of companionship. But when you don't feel like you really understand people or you don't really feel like you can trust people, it's kind of hard to feel like that's companionship, right? Hello, Robert. How are you? Did I say hi, Paul? Hello, Paul. Hello, Brianna. Hello, Carrie. This person's like, hey, turns out really don't like that over there. But that's, what was it? Queen of Wands? Like Queen of Wands? Got something going on. I feel like they know what they're doing. I'm going to have to find a way to talk to them again. Even if it pisses off my friends, even if it pisses off my family, even if they're at a distance from me, I can't go back to the life that I had beforehand, having experienced this connection that made me feel more like me while also helping me see the beauty in someone else. Like this was a 2-part thing, right? Like you helped me see that I have that beauty or that boldness or that strength within myself, but it's because I saw it within you first. What about a little bit of Path of Shadows? That sounds good to me. Okay, we got the procrastination card. I'm chuckling because I definitely procrastinate, so I feel a little bit called out right now. All right. On the procrastination card, we do have a big old clock. The ticking of the clock distracts me from the fact that my worst enemy hides in my mind. Oh, there's a lot to unpack there, guys. Hold on a second. I might need a sip of Dr. Pepper. Ooh. For those that might, be curious, the clock reads 4:09. The ticking of the clock distracts me from the fact that my worst enemy hides in my mind. I gotta be real. I think we've already talked a little bit about this person maybe needing to have a little bit more confidence in themselves for who they truly are. But I think this voice or worst enemy in their mind that they are removing is what they've learned from this group or this family, this workplace, crew, group of friends, whatever it is. There's some insecurity that came as a result of being a part of that group. And can I just interject? If you're surrounded by people who make you feel worse about yourself so that they can make themselves feel better about themselves, stop wasting your time. There are people out there that want to see you succeed who will care about what you have to say instead of just waiting for you to shut up so they can tell you what they want to say. They're out there. So we have cauldron, intention, alchemy, manifestation. Oh my gosh. Okay, so remember the magician card is about having what you need and manifesting what you want, right? And then this Page of Paws card said, "This then was the very creature of which I was in search." So it's hitting this magician, I think, like square in the face, that they have people they can't really count on or who don't really believe in them on the one hand. And then on the other hand, they have this Queen of Wands, who is the creature of which they are seeking, right? Eerie graveyard. As life transcends and we all fall into a silent embrace, the old attachments die, finding closure and grace. Ooh, I'm a little spooked out because we were definitely talking about letting those old friendships or connections that hold you back, letting them fall by the wayside. You don't have to have 8,000 friends. Do you know what was one of the best days of my life that's like super unremarkable in every way? It was the day that I decided, why do I care how many friends I have on Facebook? Why is that like the measure of my cool? I'm actually really effing cool no matter how many friends I have on Facebook. And I don't want them to know what's going on in my life because I haven't talked to them for 5 years. I'm going to start deleting friends on Facebook because I don't fucking care. That was a great day. I feel like this person is finally getting to this point where they're like, it has absolutely nothing to do with quantity, has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not you have a cool car or maybe you have like some Instagram fame. Like, I don't care. Are you a good person? Do you make me a better person? I did delete Facebook, Paul, so I agree. Best thing ever. I don't miss it at all. At all. Like, um, I want to go with the love tarot. So I want to know just how deep this magician's feeling. We have you're mysterious. I would say absolutely the Queen of Wands is mysterious, right? I can never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. I never really know where I stand with you. Well, I think they would know if they asked, because I gotta say, we have somebody here that has been specifically called out as having no fear. This is a bold person. You want to know how they feel about you? Ask them. I think this person's been hiding from how this person feels. I love this card. We have still listening. I listen to the music you've shared with me. It helps me to connect with you, although we are apart. So there's something here. Maybe this Queen of Wands did something silly and did a little song and dance. Maybe it's just their favorite music that they shared with the magician. Whatever it is, the magician uses this music to stay close to this Queen of Wands. You're my soulmate. It must be written in the stars because you most definitely are my destiny. We belong together. Oh, I like it. All right, let's see what else we have for you. All right, we're going to go with the Black Tarot. We have the Tower and the Reverse, the Fool in the Reverse, and the Sun in the Reverse. Ouch. Ouch. Was that E.T.? I think that's from E.T. So we have the Tower and the upright, and now we have it in the reverse. This to me generally denotes you have an opportunity to change things in your life when you recognize or acknowledge this ain't right. This doesn't fit. This doesn't work. This doesn't help me reach my greatest good. And this person has realized what they need to do is come back or turn around after they walked away, right? Well, that's cute. Now we have the Sun in the upright. This is a little bit of a warning. If you don't go for what you want, you will feel foolish and upset because it will no longer be there. So this is giving like, I really want this pair of shoes, but I don't have the ability to carry it with me to the other side of the store real quick. I'm going to check this and then I'll come back for the shoes. And then somebody else takes your shoes. Whale, magician, you might have to really be watching for that time where it makes sense for you to make a stand or say what you got to say, because you could lose this Queen of Wands. In part, I feel this is because the Queen of Wands is observant and knows what has been hidden, or at least part of the story that has been hidden. So if this magician is trying to decide what to share, go into it expecting that this Queen of Wands already knows what you have to say. Like, there's a difference between somebody who's asking a probing question because they don't know what actually happened. Like, wait, what do you mean? What is that? What happened? You know, that to me denotes you actually have no clue what happened. But if it's like, wait, what did you hear? Now I know you've already learned something, right? This Queen of Wands has already heard something, magician, or already has the intuition tuned into what your business is. Okay. So like, I don't think you can hide much from this Queen of Wands. Knight of Spears, which is the Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords. It feels to me like this magician needs to say, I love you. Maybe they're a little bit hesitant to put their emotions out there like that. Maybe they're afraid of rejection. They've taken too much time, though. I mean, we've got two knights on either side of the Ace of Cups. One is known for taking their sweet time, okay? I bet you can guess which one. The other one is getting up and going, right? This is the second fastest card in the tarot deck. The Chariot is the fastest. The Knight of Swords is like, no, no, no. I got somewhere I gotta be. I can't talk to you. I'm gone, right? This person has a truth to share. It looks to me like the truth is, I love you. I want to be with you. Something along those lines. You're my soulmate, but I don't know where I stand with you. Can you please let me know? Am I also the black cat that you are seeking? All right, let's see. What else do we have? Two of Cups in the reverse. Two of Swords in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Look, I don't want to be like dramatic, but it kind of feels to me like you've got two influences. Okay, I'm going to be dramatic. It feels like there are two energies fighting over this magician's soul. I said it. You can judge me all you want. There's one voice in this magician's ear saying, yo, you already fumbled this. This is long gone. It's just a waste of your time to do anything else. Just like accept it and move along. This is an L, you know? Sometimes it happens. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Just take the L. Then there's somebody else in this person's mind or thoughts saying, are you dumb? Like, this would be one of the biggest regrets in your life. You can't let this like just slip away. You got to be more decisive about it. You got to take action. You got to correct this foolish mistake or do something here before you can't do something. So a little bit of inner conflict. They could literally be getting advice from people that is conflicting, or they could be struggling to make the decision themselves. I really like these next couple of cards, though. So we had strength from the Poe Tarot at the beginning, right? Only problem being, what I really saw from this card was somebody that was hiding behind something that wasn't really them, right? Like, hey, you should think I'm cool or awesome or whatever because of this. I got this button that says that I'm cool, so therefore I am. But we have another strength card. So this person is coming out as strength, but like in a different way, because this is somebody, this is giving like Phoenix vibes, right? Like, I'm proud of who I am. I'm actually naked in this card, right? Whereas here you don't even see, like, you can see their figures. That's it. This person is proud to be themselves. King of Wands. I know I have to make some changes. I know that I need to stand up for myself. I know that I need to do what's right for me. Oh my God. Knight of Swords, second fastest card in the deck, clarified by the Chariot. This person has a fire under their ass. Ooh, it is hot. This person is going to take action, and they're going to do it quick because they know they don't have a lot of time. So should we get some advice? Give me some advice here. Let's go for the Magician. I think the Queen of Wands is doing all right. Just chilling, waiting for that message. What advice do we have for the Magician? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Don't keep doing the same thing and expecting the same results, or different results, excuse me. That's the definition of insanity. Five of Swords in the reverse. This seems to stress for me. You have to do things different, right? But you also have to be honest. If you're in the process of changing what caused the argument to begin with, then there's really no need to be hiding what you did, right? Like, that's who I used to be, but I'm changing. You can see the change in my behavior. This is saying do right by the situation, right? If you're going to make amends, be honest about it. Don't try to hide one last thing you didn't want to say, right? Three of Swords in the reverse, Seven of Swords in the reverse. Yay! Okay, Magician. You can heal the situation with your honesty, being genuine and authentic, right? So, alrighty. I think we'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. And I will see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.